What is up, everybody? We are live. That's right. We are live. Where are we live, Bill? We are live on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn. I haven't sent it to Twitter. I don't even know why I did that. There's no one on Twitter that gives a crap what you or I are doing today. But
Oh, God.
nonetheless, we're streaming there, you know?
Wow.
And so here we are, guys, for those of you that, because here's what's weird. Most of you don't have a clue who Bill is, and he likes it that way. He has very intentionally remained hidden until a guy named Kyle Draper made him do a webinar with him. And guys, Bill is, how do I even say this? For so many of the major players in mortgage, the major events around our country, you are the wizard, the nerd, the ninja, right? Any of those words, you are the guy behind the scenes driving all the traffic to provide opportunity to all these men and women. Correct?
I don't know. That sounds superlative, but I've been doing it for a long time. I can point to almost 50 billion in originations that my marketing has been involved with. So
that's B.
Yeah.
You just use B. You say 50 billion.
Yeah. I've been doing this for a while.
So guys, here's why we're on camera together. I have a company, right? All of you know this, that creates great video content for people. The biggest reason that we've had people leave our company over the last year and a half is, man, I love the content, but I'm just not getting enough traffic to it, right? Like I'm tired of seeing 11 views, 9 views, 43 views. And so I decided I've got to figure this out. A mutual friend of ours, Brian Bolger, I think Bill Hart had told me about you before, but Brian was the one that literally made the introduction. And to paraphrase, you were blown away that I could get people to actually get on camera and do video.
Yeah. It's for me, the challenge is always the content. I can create not just traffic, because anybody can get traffic. You can just go boost content, but now you're just hitting random strangers, no value in that. But I can get the right people to see stuff repeatedly. I can't get the stuff. It's the content. All marketing. Right. All marketing is just reach, impact, frequency. That's it. You got to reach a lot of people. You got to do it consistently, because they need to see it 20, 23 times before they would ever feel comfortable reaching out and connecting with you.
Right.
And you got to have content that's impactful, content that's authentic, that's you. And nothing touches video. And no matter how much I try to teach or help, or I can't get them to do it. And dude, I don't know what you do, what kind of bribes, torture. Your people create content.
It's marijuana. We tell them to go smoke out before they hit the record button. And so, Bill, as we've gotten to know each other, guys, here's what Bill's gonna unlock for us today, because you've told me over and over again, right, like how great my content is for what I'm helping realtors and lenders do, and you've also taught me how, guys, and y'all know this, social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of them, they're in the business of making money. And so the reality is we've got to pay if we want to play in this game at a high level, but it's not the way that you maybe think you need to be paying, right? So most people are just running leads. They want leads from social, so they're running ads. You can run that to an image. You can run that to a link. But what we're doing, guys, is Bill has this unbelievable way now to run traffic. So we're not technically running an ad, correct?
Well, if you're paying them, I guess technically
sure,
it's an ad, but it's not an ad is normally what they call a dark post. It's just an ad. It doesn't go on your page.
Right.
And what we're doing now is just taking the stuff that you put up and then not doing just a random boost out to strangers, but we're grabbing that. And I've been working on this since 17. I've been doing it manually for people and charging them, lots of money to do it. But now we've got it all down based on all those years of experimentation to algorithms. So it takes your content and it shows it to the people that we call it your fan base, people
Yep.
that are engaging with your content, comment, like, share, or better yet, people that watch an extended play of your video. Somebody who
Okay.
watches a video through play is 26 times more likely to connect with you in the future than a stranger.
Wow.
And here's a big one. Somebody who watches a through play of your video is about 3 times more likely to make a connection with you in the future than people who like your page. People who
Wow.
like your content are more valuable than somebody who clicks the like. People are always like, I want likes. No, you don't. You want people who regularly consume your content in a material way. So what it does is it goes out, takes your content, pushes it to high probability strangers, people that are looking at homes on Zillow or using mortgage calculators, whatever. And then it grabs the ones that engage, that watch a through play or whatever, puts them in your fan base, and then it will keep everything you post in front of them consistently moving forward, so that you're either growing your database, your fan base, your personal network, or you're nurturing it. And it's doing it all automatically in a highly optimized fashion so that you can reach thousands, tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of people and be in their feed as consistently as their best friend. That's the goal. I want to be in somebody's feed so consistently that they wonder how we met. What my buddy Bill. I don't remember where I met him.
So let me pause for a sec, guys, because Bill, you just said a word very flippantly that I think is the most powerful word for our audience, guys, which is automatically. So what we have, right? What we're launching, the launch of auto traffic, guys, what that means, what Bill just so flippantly said, because he's so brilliant with the way he's done all this. What this means is the way we have to live by the law of gravity, right? I can't choose not to succumb to gravity. is what the way that is a law of the universe. Bill, you now through auto traffic, you are going into the back end of people's ad managers. You're creating these rules so that guys, listen to this. The moment I post a video, boom, the auto traffic kicks off. I do nothing. I do nothing. I'm a content creator, right? I want to be in front of people, adding value, coaching, speaking, teaching, equipping. And so I don't want to be bogged in with like, how do I do this? And what do I have to click? And guys, it's already designed for you. And so all you do is share. And now Bill, continue.
Yeah, I was going to say, so one little, I can't help it. I'm a nerd. This is why I don't teach this stuff anymore, because I cause deer in headlight syndrome. But to get nerdy on you, the moment you post something, it doesn't launch your auto traffic. What I did, for instance, on your account, when we set you up a couple weeks back, we set it up so that it goes organic for 4 hours, 6 hours, something like that, to let it get out there. And you might as well get the organic stuff for free.
Sure.
And it looks at the performance of it and then bases what it does on that performance, so that if you post, I don't know, but you probably post 5 times a week, it's not going to just take, and let's say that you go, well, yeah, I want to spend $15 a day, $105 a week. It's not going to just split that up over your 7 posts and put 15 on each one. It's going to steer the traffic to the ones that are doing the best. Why waste the money on that one that wasn't as good?
Right.
And oftentimes what you think is good is not what other people think. So it's going to automatically weigh in where it needs to, based on that early organic and then the ongoing paid performance of it, so that no matter what, you're always getting with your fan base, you're getting maximum reach. I need to hit them all, 75% of them at least, every single week, so they never forget me. And then the rest of your budget, whatever's left over, goes out and collects new fans. So in the beginning, it's all collecting fans. And then a week later, it might be, 20/80. And then a month later, 50/50. And 2 or 3 months in, you're no longer marketing to strangers because you've got 20,000 fans, 10,000 fans, and they just see you every single week. And yeah, it's all
It's
that little
unbelievable.
algorithm stuff.
And so, Bill, Danny asked, because I don't know how to answer this. This is your world. He asked, "Is this equivalent to what a hashtag does?"
No, no, a hashtag is there, and they don't do a lot of anything on Facebook, but that's there for search purposes or
Yeah.
to categorize your content. Now, when I first started doing this, I gave people rules. And so for the last however long year, I would give somebody a hashtag and say, anytime you want to promote your content to realtors, financial planners, whatever, or you want to drive traffic to your YouTube channel or get some, whatever
Yeah.
you wanted to do, put in hashtag, XYZ. And then it would execute that rule. And I thought it was, man, I thought this is it. This is awesome. All anybody's got to do is look at their cheat sheet, put it. Nope. Complete and utter waste of time. I watch people's accounts and monitor them, and they're just throwing hashtags in at random. And that's where it got really complicated in my world. But I still, anytime somebody wants a specialty rule, I'm promoting a first-time home buyer webinar. I do them once a month. Great. Anytime you put that up, put in hashtag first-time home buyer, and it will go out and target the first-time home buyers, optimize it for clicks, get them to register. So if you need a specialty rule, we still do those for people, special purpose. But 99% of it is just 100% automated, and that's where it all took off when suddenly all people had to do is post and everything else happens.
So look at that. Danny said, "You're the best."
Yeah.
So Bill, let's show. I'm gonna share your screen.
Oh, cool.
And let's show. Look at that. There we are to infinity, guys. I want y'all to understand, because the reason that we're on here together is because Bill, like he already said, he will explain these things if I allow him to, in a foreign language that will make very little sense to most of us that are on here right now. And so I am on here to dumb this down for normal people. That's the only reason I'm here. And here is what he's about to show you. Guys, 3 weeks ago, I told Bill, if we're going to launch this as a service, I want to be the guinea pig, because I refuse to sell anything to anyone that I haven't personally used and vetted myself. And so a little over, we're not even a month in, Bill. I had, help people understand, like, I was under 1,000 fans, correct?
Yeah. People that had
walk
watched
through like what that means.
So you got to think about this. Let's say you got 1,000 followers on Facebook. Sometimes it can be pushed as high as 10%, but you're going to average about 3%. So when you post something, the average post, if you got 1,000, followers, friends, likes, whatever, you're going to reach about 20 or 30 of those people.
Wow.
And then only some of them, because the average play time is 5 seconds. Not many of those are going to watch a through play, which is a high intention view, 15 plus seconds. They clicked, audio on, whatever. It's really hard. You put up a post and you get 2 or 3 people that really engage with your content.
Yeah.
So yeah, you had fewer than 1,000 people that had really engaged with your content, because Facebook is intentionally holding that back. There is no free lunch. They want it to be impossible.
That's right. The good old algorithms, as Taylor says.
Yep. So when we set up your stuff and put in your budget and set up the automation, you can see that there's an auto reach, and this just our naming convention internally, but auto reach, that's going out and reaching your fans, people that we know are, and you didn't have any to speak up to start.
Yeah.
But now, several weeks in, you've hit those fans 32,000 times.
Wow.
But the rest of your budget in the beginning, all of your budget, at least on the first post, went out to high probability strangers. In your case, loan officers, realtors.
Right.
It went out to them with your content. You don't have any choice. If you post videos to suspects, there we go. Look at, wow, dude, you're a proliferate poster.
Yeah, I am.
Rejected. Sometimes that happens. For instance, this one got rejected because you said be the digital mayor.
Yeah.
And Facebook called that a politically motivated post, so they rejected it. But here we go. It went out and it started promoting your content, and you can see some of them reached 6,600 people. Some of them only reached 1,900. It balances. It
Right.
balances the budgeting and the traffic based on who you're reaching or how it's performing. But long story short, here you are, less than a month into this, and you have almost 19,000 people that have watched a through play. If we look at the whole thing and say, "Oh no, show me more metrics," sorry, nerdland here, but
Yeah.
yeah, you got 40,000 people that watched one of your videos.
Wow. In less than a
Uh,
month.
yeah, and if I take the fan base stuff, I got 78,000 plays at an average of 9 seconds. That's what is that?
Yeah.
That's eight
Where's
and a
your little
half days,
calculator?
8 and a quarter days that
Wow.
people 24-hour days. 8 and a quarter days people spent watching
Me.
Kyle Draper over the last 3 weeks, and you're just getting started. So, and then you can come through and say, which ones perform better. And gosh, this one got an 11-second average playtime. This one got whatever. And that's where it gets fun for me when I start really digging down in these, and clients can see what videos had the
Hmm.
biggest average playtime, which ones were smaller. And congrats, man. All of yours are well
Hey,
above average, but
Jeff
right
Zimper.
now,
Jeff Zimper asked, "What do you count as a through play?" And I'm sure
well,
everybody
a
else is
through
asking
play
that
is
too.
a metric that Facebook has. So they call it a high intention viewership, algorithm based, which they won't tell you what's in their algorithms, but it requires a minimum of 15 seconds
Okay.
and whatever they call high intention, clicking,
Okay.
whatever. Uh, uh, I also track 3-second plays, 10-second plays, 25% plays, even fun stuff like this. Look at this, 712 people, because your videos aren't short. They're not long, but they're
Right.
real video. Yeah, 712 people watch the whole thing. Those people are
Right.
legit fans. But yeah, 1,500 watched half, whatever. So a through
So
play is at least 15 seconds.
the beauty, guys, of what the reason that Bill and I wanted to combine forces is, for me as the video guy, for him as the behind the scenes wizard of all this stuff. What we'll be able to do as we get more data on myself, you'll start telling me, "Hey Kyle, here's the videos that are really working." And then I'll begin to tailor and curb my content to fit what we're seeing the analytics say people want to see. Right. And we'll be able to test different hooks. We'll be able to test different ways of doing things. And so, guys, this is like a mad scientist that is going to be able to cultivate, because what we're doing, right? We're not right now, this is future, but right now, we're not running ads at any of these people. We just want them to see me over and over and over again. And that's going to result in really positive opportunities for me. And it's going to be even stronger, right, Bill, when we're talking about a realtor or a lender that's not trying to be worldwide like me or Jeff Zimfer or Bill Hart. They're just trying to be known in a city.
Yeah. Yeah. And here's an example. Carl Spiteri is a good friend down in San Diego. We set him up right after COVID started, so almost 2 years ago. And he refused to do video, which is why I love showing Carl stuff, because he literally refused to do video and had to force the first one by pulling out my cell phone and shooting an
Yeah.
interview with them. I'm like, come on, we'll do it together. And I'm the introverted nerd that doesn't like to be out there either. But now when you look at this, yeah, he's got 3.5 million views over the last couple of years.
Wow.
And what you were talking about, learning what people like, the average video playtime, mortgage, real estate industry is about 5 seconds. But everybody's going to have some dogs. Look at those 1 minute or 1 second, 2 second views. But when I
Mm-hmm.
come up here, all of a sudden, whoa, 46 seconds.
Wow.
Anytime you get over 10, man, you nailed it. Because remember, most people are just scrolling by.
Right.
So, and then you look at this and go, well, reverse mortgage, what can I use the proceeds for? Oh my God. That's a that is a very specific video. So when somebody comes in and watches 15 seconds of that, a through play of 4,000 people, they would not click through and spend 15 seconds going, what can I use the reverse mortgage proceeds for? Unless they were contemplating. They're in the consideration phase of a transaction. They're educating themselves. Those are insanely top of funnel hot prospects. Well, the moment they do that, they're captured into his, we call it a fan base. They're people that show an inclination towards you and or your content. Well, those people, and look at this, the 2,600 of them watched the entire video.
Wow.
Well, now they're going to see everything he posts. So now he's going to become familiar to him. He's already an authority figure. He knows they're interested. So these people that watch a video on our reverse mortgage is safe. Yep. I just captured 7,700 of those people into my fan base, and they're now continuing to watch it. And by the way, if you were to calculate this out, people spent 240 days watching Carl's content over the last couple of years. And he's somebody that wasn't gonna do it. And it's a mix. You don't want to be all sales or all mortgage or all real estate. He's got a lot of other stuff in there. And I know you do a insanely good job of making people balance their content, but you're going to find out which ones that they like this. They like this one. They like, but you know what? This one down here, yeah, no, builder opportunity one time. Nope, they didn't. Sorry, that one's not so exciting to them.
So, Bill, I've got you. This is my buddy Jason Esparza, and he is very much a nerd like you. I don't even know if I could sit at a table with you guys because of the things y'all would talk about. I need to go to the kids' table, but he's already talking about, creating deeper videos that are only shown to the certain people, and then then in the third video creating a call to action, right? Like, we're setting the stage with running this auto traffic. We're setting the stage for anything to be possible, right? With what to do with those different groups of people.
Yeah. And look, I do a lot of other stuff. I do a lot of things in other industries and a lot of traditional lead gen, but this is my nerdy attempt, if you can see this, to explain what I do. I take your budget, and all the targeting is automated based on stuff that you could never do manually. And in the beginning, your budget will all be directed towards what we call suspects.
Yeah.
People that have been looking at content on townhomes or home improvement or whatever. They're high probability buyers, refires, whatever. We narrow it down. Why show it to, kids that are renting that are 19 or whatever? And your money will all go over there to collect them into your fan base. Your fans, again, they have a demonstrated affinity towards you and or your content. But over time, your fan base grows and your budget will start being allocated over here instead of over here, because as my fan base gets bigger, I don't need to market to strangers anymore. So somebody who says, yep, my budget's $10 a day. Well, pretty soon your entire $70 weekly budget is going to be used to keep you in front of people consistently. And the good news is, if your content, as it should be, that you're putting out is call it 80-20, 80% of it's for, with, or about others. It's stuff people want to consume. 20% of it is for you. It's mortgage content, real estate content, financial planning content, whatever. Don't bore people with nothing but that stuff. But when they watch that, they're now captured and will begin to see all your stuff. So it's kind of to borrow from Gary V, jab, 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 right hook. The jabs are there to keep the fighter off balance, whatever. The right hooks to knock it out. I want 4 jabs or 3 jabs to every right hook. So good content, you content, ad, educational content, something like that. But the key is, if you're putting it out, your sales funnel is automatic. Once they've seen it, they will continue to see it. I always say that, because here's irony for you. I don't really use Facebook personally. I rarely go there, but when I do, there's always a post from Rick Ming. You're like, who's Rick Ming? He's my buddy from childhood up in Ventura, California. Really? How do you know Rick? Kindergarten, maybe high school, my first job at Kentucky Fried Chicken. No clue. For all I know, he might not even be a real person. Maybe he's fishing and he lives in, Cairo or Bangladesh. But I genuinely believe he's my childhood friend because he's always in my feed, but I don't remember him. I don't know. Well, that's the whole idea. If you're in somebody's feed consistently, they get to know you. It's why farming works. It's why postcards are still so effective. If you mail them out every week to everybody in the farm area, the difference is postcard might cost me 30 plus cents. My ongoing reach, let's look at your stuff. Your reach is running about 4/10 of a cent to reach somebody.
Wow.
So, and it's not everybody in a farm area, a neighborhood. No. We go out there and collect the ones that are more likely to work with you, as if every postcard had a little camera built in so that everybody who just threw their junk mail away. Nope, not. But the ones that stopped and went, yeah, got them. That person's interested. It's back when you were young and single, and it's like, hey, Kyle, that girl's been checking you out across the, these are the people that are checking you out. And we've played with a lot of different things, but we find that 15 seconds, the through play mark, is a good place. We like them to check you out at least once every 90 days.
And so what I love about this, guys, from my perspective as the content creator, right? I wholeheartedly believe, as I hope you guys do, that my message is unique, that my message is life-changing for people if they would do it, as I believe is true for you guys. And so if you're the person that you genuinely enjoy sharing, teaching, equipping, storytelling into the camera, this is a no-brainer for you. Because I'm already, like, just yesterday, Bill, when I made that short video to promote this live webinar, and I shared it to my business page. Within 3 minutes, it had 6 organic shares, right? Because again, the auto traffic ad hadn't kicked in, and it actually got rejected until you fixed it. Guys, no one shares my Coach Kyle Draper content because no one sees it, because I'm not giving Facebook my money. So when yesterday I had 6 organic shares in 5 minutes because we've been running this auto traffic, holy cow, like, this is game changing.
Yeah, you know what? It's to me, it's what I've been doing for, I don't know, close to a decade. It's just been so manual, and I've been trying to teach it. I've taught thousands of people how to do this. I work mainly with marketing professionals, but there's not a dozen of them that actually stuck with it and grasped this, and because it's been so subjective and so much of an art. It's not all science, and you gotta really, really just do it, and do it all day, every day, to make it make sense. But that's why it's exciting for me now, so that just shut up and post. I actually had that put on the back of my business cards. Shut up and just shut up and post. As long as you can get them to post,
that's it.
Preferably videos. I have to have at least one video a month, ideally one a week. But as long as they post, everything else, it will get them but the traffic's not enough. It'll get them the right traffic. It'll the little camera in the postcard. It'll find out who's digging your stuff, pull them into your database, and then make sure they continue to see it. And if it was one random chance and 90 days later they've never watched anything else or engaged, it drops them. Meanwhile,
it's amazing.
Your shares, your organic, will keep it growing, and it tends to kind of sustain itself, so that your fan base. And by the way, this is your fan base. I just refreshed it because I added your last video.
Yeah.
In the last few weeks, you've built a fan base of between 14,1 and 16,6 thousand people that have watched a through play. That's, and
again, we're not even a month. We're not even a month into this. And so, guys, imagine for what I do, right? As trying to, be national in what I do, if we stay on this pace, by the end of this year, that number could be over 100,000 people inside of real estate and mortgage that know who Coach Kyle is at a level of which they've watched 15 seconds of at least something I've done.
And they have to continue to do that. I only want people that continue to consume your content. No one-time hit, one-time wonders. Yeah, no, they don't seem to like you. If they disengage for too long, they'll fall out and new people will come in and your budget will automatically continue to adjust.
It's incredible.
And maintain that so that we only have the people that are most likely to do business with you, period. That's who's going to see you. And then it's just based on your budget, because if somebody says, I want to have 100,000 people, here's my budget, I'll spend $100 a month. That's like saying, I'm going to grow a 3-acre garden with this 2-gallon pail of water. You don't have enough water to go around. Without frequency, marketing doesn't work. According to Stratmore, 74% of people who answered that they liked their originator enough to refer or reuse them. Yep, they did a great job. Kyle was awesome. 74% of them can't remember the person's name.
Wow.
1 year after they close a deal, even though 92% said they would refer or reuse, only 12% ever do. The other 80%, out of sight, out of mind, you're forgotten. Wow. You gotta have the consistency. And that's what everybody does wrong, is they just randomly here, there, whatever. And that's why, like, the realtors that have been farming the same neighborhood for 10 years with, billboards and shopping cart ads and postcards and refrigerator calendar magnet. If they do it consistently, it works no matter what. The way the human mind is wired, we like that. We trust that which is familiar to us.
And nobody can speak to that. Nobody can speak to that better than this guy.
Gentlemen.
Coach Bill Hart.
The man himself.
What's up?
Dude, I went on a whim and was like, I'm going to text him and just see if he happens to be free. And lo and behold, somebody canceled in the exact time slot that you and I were on here. And so
wow.
I wanted, for those of you guys, if you don't know who's at the bottom of the screen, he is far more visible than the Bill in the top right-hand corner of the screen. Coach Bill Hart is one of the most known mortgage coaches in America, and does such an unbelievable job with content, right? You're always telling great stories and giving little nuggets to people. And you too are a client of Bill Hillestad. And so, man, talk to us about just the impact that just your presence on social media has done for you. And then I'm even going to pull up Bill's screen and we'll even talk about your numbers for a minute.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that. So full disclosure, Bill Hillestad and I have known each other for ever. I don't know, 25 years, something like that.
Yeah. Long time. Not a client, he's a buddy.
Yeah, exactly. And I've always described Bill as the smartest guy I know, and I know he hates that, but it's true. And the issue with Bill has always been, like, he makes people really successful. But my complaint with Bill was he's got so many great ideas that, people get buried under, options and choices. And so what I love about what you guys have landed on is that you have selected one very specific thing that creates tangible and really immediate, measurable results. It is mind-blowing to me so let me answer your question directly, Kyle. That when I read Gary Vaynerchuk's first book, thank you, by the way, for the gift of his most recent book.
Yes, sir.
That. But when I read Crush It, I think about 12 years ago, he convinced me to start doing video. So I started doing video. And I mean, it just changed the trajectory of my awareness. That's what happened, is all of a sudden I didn't need to wait until Todd Duncan's Sales Mastery event in Palm Springs every year to see people.
Mm-hmm.
I was in their living rooms and on their phones every day. And so that just made all the difference to me. But what I didn't know is how to be tactical and strategic about my placement, my messaging, my audience. I can create content. I'm great at content. So like I can swing the bat like crazy, but now I got a batting coach and it's making all the difference in the world. So I can't speak to the numbers, but Bill Hillestad can tell you what's happening right now with my stuff.
That's right. We're gonna do that right now. Look at how cool technology is.
Look at you.
Yeah. I just pulled it up. I was just looking to see. And it's, I don't know if you've been doing this for a whole week yet, Bill, but we've been trying to get him turned on and set up for a while, and finally convinced him to find some few minutes in his schedule to get him onboarded. And so same thing, we're going out, we're building a following and a fan base. We're reaching those people consistently. But since you started in the last week or 10 days, you reached 27,200 loan officers. Spectacular number.
So hold on. So let me make sure that people caught that. Guys, he didn't say 27,200 people. He said 27,200 loan officers, which is who Coach Bill works with, right? So we're not talking about just fudging numbers so we can go, your video got 10,000 views. Yes. No, we're talking about your video got 10,000 views with the exact people that you ultimately want to do business with.
That's right.
Yeah. And you reached them, and your reach, because we use that for the keep you top of mind stuff. And it's all your regular little posts and whatever you put up. You're averaging less than 2 cents or less than $2 per 1,000 people reached. So I'm going to reach 10,000 people for $20.
Wow.
For a couple $100, one of these days we'll have you to where you're reaching 100,000 people every week. And it's pennies on the dollar. And then the rest of your budget gets allocated up here to going out and collecting more fans, people that are watching full through plays.
Right.
And I got to say, that's the fun part for me, because when I dig into this,
he's so much better. I get jealous when you show Bill's numbers, because his average watch time is insane.
Yeah, it's but by that same token, look at this. What I love most about coaching, it went up to 31 seconds. And it was funny because I'll tell a story on you here, Bill. He texts me and he's like, hey, I just put up a good one, tough love. He's proud of it. And what I love most about coaching, I guess that was just like, whatever. But the money was all getting, and he's like, how come tough love's getting no views? Well, because what I love about coaching was stealing those views from it.
Right.
And now, because they overlap, you put one up several days before, and as one drops off, another one will pick up the extra budget. And if there's not one that's doing that, then all of a sudden all these views started coming over to Tough Love, and it's like it all works out over time.
Totally.
But look at that, 31 seconds. That's one of the longest view times I top 20 ever.
It's incredible.
It's crazy how much. And by the way, Kyle, for all the people you work with, why videos are always some of the best. Why I love doing what I do. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. People love hearing your why, your story.
And what I love about this is when we bring humility to the table, right? Like Coach Bill, for you and I, like we know the videos we want to win because we have our favorites.
Oh, for sure. But
when we come into this and we trust the process, and guys, now we have data that by the end of this year, Coach Bill, I truly believe like our videos will look very different because we will have learned over the next 8 months, 9 months. Oh my gosh. When I say that video is awful. Yeah. But when I do it this way, man, this video gets to that 20, 30-second average playtime. And so if we'll just be willing to evolve with what the data is telling us, it's impossible to lose at this.
Yeah. So I agree with that. And you and I will be paying attention, but Hillestad said something to me, and I'm just going to call him Hillestad because we got two Bills on this call.
Yep.
Or the smart one. Maybe I could do that.
Smart
Bill said, he said to me, you know what? Sometimes we just never know. Like we just never, it could be the background of the lighting, or I don't know, maybe it's one word in the title. So I do think we're going to learn better. But the other thing for me, honestly, this is where I go with it, Kyle. I just go, release yourself from the outcome. That doesn't matter. Just keep producing content, and over time, it's all going to kind of come out in the wash.
That's a huge point. I got to jump in on that one. And if everybody would just understand that going to another conference in Vegas, and I always say, when in Vegas, I got to win 51% of the time if I want to come out profitable. On social marketing, I got to win 5% of the time for it to come out profitable, because if I put up 10 posts a week and 9 of them are duds, no harm, no foul. They get shut off almost right away. And then the ones that work just go out and do their thing. So I don't have to, and I tell people that all the time, that everybody always wants to know is, what do you think of this? Doesn't matter what I think. Throw it up. Throw everything up. If it's not good, it'll die a quick and painless death. If it's good, it'll go to town all by itself.
It's so true, man. So let me do my complete shameless plug for both of you, because I really want people to hear this. We're in a shifting market right now. You may have opened with this, I don't know, but we're in a shifting market right now. And if you're a loan officer, is that primarily who we're talking to here, or realtors?
And realtors as well? Yeah, both.
Okay, so if you're a realtor or a loan originator, I mean, the great news about those two industries is it's a very narrow bridge that connects them, right? But we're in a shifting market. This is a great time to pick up Gary Keller's 2009 book, Shift. It's probably sitting on your shelves. Just blow the dust off and pick it back up, because it's a great time to be reminded of this. The thing that's changed since 2009 is this. You now have an opportunity. If you use Kyle's service the way that I've been using it for, I don't know, about a year and a half or something now.
Yeah.
It has made producing video for me so much easier. I told a client this the other day that was like, come on, for 6 weeks, you've been telling me you're going to record a video and you haven't done it. Like, stop that. So I had a client that was 5 minutes late when I recorded Tough Love. All I did was said, okay, I know they're going to be a couple of minutes late. You know what? I'm just going to record a quick video right now. And I just did it right here. Same camera, same mic, everything, right? Just, it goes in on a Mac. It goes into QuickTime, and it's super easy. I uploaded it to your team. Within 3 days, I had graphics, subtitles, everything I needed. It took me 3 minutes to record a video and send it, and I was done. So you guys, first of all, make sure that you are basically, and I know you're packaging this together, but content compounding makes life so much easier for you to eliminate the intentionality to execution gap. That's I intend to do it, but I didn't do it. So it's like wiring yourself up to electrodes in a gym, right? And all your muscles just get worked out. That's what's happening here. You don't have to go up and lift iron. So make sure you're taking advantage of this.
Yeah, it's huge. And Coach Bill, thank you for your endorsement. That's not why you're on here. That's not why we wanted you here. But I wanted you here because, guys, there are men and women in this industry like Coach Bill that are not like Hillestad, that don't want anybody to know who they are.
Right.
We want people to know who Coach Bill is. And so it is such, I think I can speak for Bill Hillestad when I say, it is such an honor to have a behind the scenes opportunity to push people to the top that have a genuine desire to serve people.
That's it, man.
Right. And so, guys, if you can take this into your market, where every realtor and lender on the planet is just trying to vomit their crap on people, and you show up as a true leader of men, a leader of women, and now you're doing it over and over and over again because everything is happening in the background, I can't even guess where we'll be a year from now, because Bill Hillestad's in our life and is able to push the right people to the right message.
So if I can just quickly just chime in on that, seriously, you guys, this is do not be deceived. This is an unfair competitive advantage. It is an unfair competitive advantage. When I first got in this business 30 years ago, it was the person that had the biggest billboards. It was the person that knocked on the most doors. It was the person that gave out the most flags and pumpkins, right? we live in a different time. We live in a different time. And the great news is it's easier. Like it's so much easier. I am in my home office. I've been in this home office for 20 years, right? I've got a great mic. I've got a great camera. I got a couple LED lights over here. Like it's, but my studio has become the way that I do business. And it just makes so much sense for you guys to be thinking about how can I take advantage of this opportunity right now in this moment, divert some dollars you're spending someplace else, bring them over here, and just watch the results that you begin to get. I think you used the term vomit crap. I'm going to suggest you not do that. Avoid vomiting crap.
That's right. That would be really bad.
Not effective. Yep. And instead, just start thinking about if you're a real estate agent, right now, people have questions. People want to know what's going on in the market. What's my property worth? If I sell my property, what am I going to buy? What's it look like down the road? Should I buy new? Should I take advantage of this opportunity? Start educating them. If you're in the mortgage industry, help people start seeing, okay, rates have crept up. What does that mean? What's happening to property values? What's the cost of waiting? What are my opportunities right now? What would my accountant say right now? What would my CPA say if I'm spending 4.5% on a car? Like, come on, you guys. This is a time to begin to educate and diffuse or eliminate some of these clouds of confusion that are in the consumer's mind right now. You can do it with this platform like you've never done it before. This is like in a world of bows and arrows. This is some kind of crazy laser beam weapon. So grab a laser.
Grab a laser beam, guys. That's the hashtag of this webinar.
Grab a laser beam.
Grab a laser beam. Coach Bill, thank you so much for popping on with us. I know how busy you are.
My pleasure to hang out with you guys. Thank you for what you do for me. Thank you both for the impact you've had on my life. And if you're watching this, if you're this far into this, like in the through play vernacular, if you're this far into this, don't get off this call without committing to it, because it'll change your life.
Yep. CB, thanks, man.
You bet. See you guys.
Bye.
You got it.
Look at that. That's
all right.
So guys, here's how you do this. So the way Bill and I are doing this is we are going to do a beta group first. So we're going to probably take about 10 clients. You're going to be charged less, okay, because you're in the beta. And so we're going to kind of use you as a guinea pig. We're going to ask you to be willing to let us use your data as we promote this more in the future. And so if you want to in the beta, DM me or go to contentcompounding.io and click the auto traffic link, and it'll take you to a form. Fill out the form, and then we're going to take on about 10 people into that beta program. Bill, we'll probably work them for about a month. Make sure we've got all of our kinks out and feel good about it, and then we'll open the program up to another group of people. And so that's it, man. Who gets to have Coach Bill Hart end a webinar? How cool is that?
Yeah, that was great. For me, it's always about the people that'll create content. It's why we set up this service, was to go help content creators. Truthfully, there's not enough of them in our universe. That's why I love working with guys like you that encourage it, that drive it. And it's perfect to take this service and tie it into what you do so that it's one big bundled package. You're going to help me create the content and make sure that it gets seen and make sure that it, converts and whatnot. And Bill's right. Now is the perfect time. Things are shifting. I really hope everybody's, 90% purchase business these days, but, whether you are or not, this is an easy way to make that transition. Right. We're not here to talk about leads and business development, but that's where this stuff really gets crazy. Maybe we'll do that in the future, and maybe we'll have some more fun, Kyle, and talk about some of the content, some of the posts, and some of the things and what converts and calls to action and hooks and all the fun stuff of what works. Oh, yeah. I get to go through this stuff in bulk.
I know.
I was just looking, and I had 22 million views last year. Trust me, I get to really dissect this and know what works and what doesn't, what converts, and what generates $200 transactions versus the industry average of more like $2,600 transactions. Same thing with the views.
And yeah, so we're going to start doing a webinar like this every month where we tackle a different subject matter. Hopefully we won't go for 50 minutes every time. You know, you and I can both talk, so we won't put any money down on that. Guys, if the link isn't working, a couple people said the link isn't working to my wait list, just DM me, right? The beauty of social media is my name never wanders from any of the videos that I create. So shoot me a DM, send me an email, go submit a form on the website, just go get connected. And we are going to get this going for you guys. Bill, thanks, man. I appreciate you so much.
You got it. You got it. Thanks for including this in what you do.
Yes, sir.
That's how I want to grow this business. I don't like
this is how we're doing it.
I'd rather work through a couple awesome people like yourself.
That's right. So guys, thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And we'll be talking to you soon.
All right.
See ya.
See you later.